guys, welcome to your daily encouragement. My name is Kay. A few years ago, my family and I took a road trip to Yellowstone National Park. And while we were there, my kids really wanted to go visit the littlest Grand Canyon and take the steel steps that were down the side of the canyon all the way to the bottom. The only problem was I am terrified of heights. But they really wanted me to go down with them, and I really wanted to make that memory and overcome my fear. And so I decided, after looking at the steps and seeing the hundreds of people going up and down them, that they could be trusted and that I was going to overcome my fear of heights and go down these steps. So I took a death grip on my husband, and the other hand was on the railing, and I did not give up my position for anybody that was trying to come up. I held that railing, and I looked at my foot on the step right below me. And now they were like a steel mesh, so I could see straight down to the bottom of the canyon hundreds of miles, and I could feel the canyon sucking me over the steps, to plunge me to my death. And it was horrifying. I wanted to just curl up in a ball and cry at the top of my lungs. But instead of looking at the plunging depths, I looked at my foot on the step, and I did that for the hundreds of steps down the canyon, and finally got to the bottom and made my way back up. Kids had been waiting for me for, half an hour. I took forever, but I did it. I trusted the steps and overcame my fear. And I wonder how many of you are going through something where you're facing something terrifying and your circumstances are really tough. And I want to encourage you with 4 truths that God tells us about himself. God says that he is good, that he's never going to leave you, that he is in control, and that you can trust him. Proverbs 3, 5, and 6 says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not into your understanding." When you're going through these problems, when you're overcome with fear, you can lean into God. Just like I leaned into my husband and I gripped him in the railing all the way down. You can say out loud in these times of fear, "Lord, I trust you in this," and overcome that fear. In all your ways, acknowledge him, and he will direct your paths. As I walked down those steps, I could have focused on my deepest, darkest fear, the worst thing that could possibly happen, which is plunging, to my depths, to the depths of that canyon. But instead, I focused on the next step in front of me, and I was able to overcome it and trust the steps. So in the midst of those dark times, in the midst of that fear, lean not into your own understanding, lean into God, take the next right step instead of focusing on the worst thing that could happen. Claim those thoughts and give them to God. He's never going to leave you. He's good, and you can trust him. Let me pray for you. Dear God, I pray for my friends who may be going through really scary, tough times. I pray that you would teach them how to lean into you, how to trust you, how to take the next right step, how not to focus on the worst fears they may have. And Lord, I pray that they would overcome their fears and they would make that memory, which would build even more trust for you when the next bad thing happens. Lord, thank you for loving us and never leaving us and being good and being trustworthy. Amen. I hope you guys have a great day.